What comes after Aaron Rodgers is simple. The Pittsburgh Steelers have had their eyes on draft pick quarterbacks the entire offseason. They were very, very impressed with Quinn Ewers at the NFL Combine. I mean, I've had people tell me that Quinn Ewers drew comparisons to Eli Manning with how smart he was in those individual team meetings. They are very impressed, with Jalen Milroe and with Jackson Dart. And depending on where they fall in the NFL draft, the Pittsburgh Steelers could consider one, if not both, at some point during the draft process. I would guess Jalen Milroe makes more sense there. In my eyes, he's just a raw product that you're looking at going, okay, why not? Why not take a shot at that guy and see if it works? And then the other name is Joe Milton from the New England Patriots, who Jordan Schultz says could be on the block because they signed former Pittsburgh Steelers quarterback Josh Dobbs to a 2-year deal. And they need a backup, and maybe it's not Joe Milton anymore. If the Pittsburgh Steelers are willing to trade a 6th or a 5th round pick for Joe Milton, go get him. No questions asked. He's probably a 3rd round pick in this draft class. The Pittsburgh Steelers were big fans of Joe Milton during last year's draft process. Big fans of Joe Milton during last year's draft process. And again, he would be much higher in this year's draft than he was in last year's draft. So why not go take a shot on him and say, screw it, we'll give you a 5th round. We're not going to get a quarterback in the 5th round anyways that's worth anything. Might as well go take a shot on Joe Milton, who's been in the league for a year, who looked impressive in his one start. I get it, it was against the nobody Buffalo Bills, but it still looked impressive, has an arm like no other, and can learn behind Aaron Rodgers, who also has an arm like no other, who's also kind of athletic, or at least was athletic in his day, and again, has mentored Jordan Love and has made that work. And I think he could do it again. I like Joe Milton as an option for the Steelers. I really like it. It depends on the price tag. If you are going to give up a 5th, I'm all about it. If you're going to give up something more, I'm not. Cap it off as a 5th. I'm at that point, like, you're giving up too much. Go get Jalen Milroe. Go get Quinn Ewers. Go get Will Howard. Go get Jackson Dart. Go do something else. But Joe Milton for anything more than a 5th round pick, I am not on board with, to be very honest with you. I think that there are too many needs and too many quarterbacks in the draft in those middle rounds that I'm comfortable with that would be, in my eyes, right where Joe Milton sits. Like, he would be in that Jalen Milroe, Quinn Ewers, Will Howard type of situation. And I'm okay with that. If the Steelers are willing to give up a 5th round pick, which I think they might be. They seem pretty sold on wanting to fix their quarterback room, even if it's not working out. And this is a very cheap option. Very cheap option. Cheaper than if you go draft one in the 3rd round this year. Saves you a little bit of money over the next 3 years. I think it could work. I like Joe Milton, but if I had to guess, it's a draft pick, and it's somebody to sit behind Aaron Rodgers for a year and then gets an opportunity to start the year after that, which most times doesn't work out. But sometimes it does. Go ask the Philadelphia Eagles, and, they'll show you a Super Bowl ring in a couple of months when they get one.